This week's episode is brought to you by Capital Financial Advisory Group for all your retirement needs.
It's a beautiful weekend here at the Financial Safari. Consumer advocate Thomas Lipscomb here in studio with Coach Pete D'Arruda. We have an exciting show put together for you today. We're going to be heading into Parker's office, and we're going to be looking at making plans for all different types of clients. That's something that we focus on here, true customization. We're also, Marty is going to bring out the Show Me the Money whiteboard and actually describe what goes on during the planning process. This is very important. I love how we do this. All that and more right here on the Financial Safari. Stay tuned.
Broadcasting from coast to coast, it's the Financial Safari with your host, Coach Pete D'Arruda. You'll hear from some of the nation's top financial professionals. So stick around and find out how to make it through the jungle of the financial world, right here on the Financial Safari.
I'm excited to get into this segment. Consumer advocate Thomas Lipscomb here with you on the Safari with Coach Pete D'Arruda. He has almost 3 decades of experience, folks. He's a best-selling author. Let me ask you this while I got you here. What was your most favorite book to write that you've written?
The fine print fiasco, Thomas. What they don't want you to know when you buy, borrow, and invest.
Okay, what was your favorite part of writing that book?
Learning about reverse mortgages.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not too positive they're a good situation for a lot of folks, but I went in totally negative, did all the research, and found situations where if someone was getting ready to be kicked out of their house or couldn't afford to eat because they didn't have any money, the reverse mortgage made sense. Now, reverse mortgage is basically you stay in your house until you're ready to leave, but the bank basically buys it from you but lets you stay there.
Okay.
And when you pass away or move on to a nursing home with both the spouses are gone from the house, your next of kin have the option to either buy the house back, in other words, whatever they gave you plus interest, or let the bank keep it. Now, here's what I recommend. When people do the reverse mortgage, I recommend they get a life insurance policy that'll give them a death benefit that'll pay the house back.
That makes sense.
And so it's all about making sure you're doing the right thing, and that's why we're here for you. So give us a call right now. We can help you on anything you want to do.
Absolutely. Our number, folks, is 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or you can text BREEZE to 21,000. That's the word BREEZE to 21000. I want to talk to you about some critical components of retirement planning, Coach. And one of them is, it may seem very basic for you, but again, you've been in this arena for 30 years. It is the how and when to retire, because there are a lot of folks out there, maybe 50, 55, 60, getting ready. They're approaching what we call the financial red zone, that 5 or 10 years before retirement. But when is the day? When is that right day?
I ask people that question. When do you want to retire? And I get the sarcastic answers, yesterday or tomorrow. But then the magic, seriously, the magic number we all have had in our minds forever is age 65. That's always been retirement age and in our minds. And back in the day when Social Security was founded, people would retire at 65 and die at 66. It was a lot easier to fund Social Security that way. But nowadays, and it's a good thing for us, we live longer.
Absolutely. I'm very
53.
happy for that.
I'm not in a hurry to die at 66. So it's all about making sure that your money outlives you, though. So again, incorporating everything inside a real financial plan turns it into a retirement plan where we have insured income. That's lifetime income that we can never outlive. That makes a real retirement plan. And Thomas, that takes the worry out of living in retirement.
It absolutely does. And there are a lot of people out there who may have heard different adages when it comes to financial planning. We've talked about this before on our radio show, the Financial Safari radio show. The rule of 3%, 4%, 5% is kind of a variable number is what I've heard from you these days. But it's not something that can truly be counted on. And I like your analogy with the airplane. Coach likes to say, would you get on an airplane if the pilot would come on? I'm still in your thunder here. Would you get on the airplane if the pilot came over the PA system and said, hey, folks, we're here in Los Angeles, wherever we may be, heading to New York. We have a 90% chance of getting there today. Of course, what's your response? I love it. I
don't like it.
Get me off that plane.
Let's take a step back, though. You said the 4% rule. People might not know what that means. This is what Wall Street pushes to get you to keep the money in Wall Street, and that's at risk. They say that in retirement, you can take your Wall Street balance, and they say you can take 4% of that money out every year, and you have about a 90% chance of making it all the way through retirement, not running out of money. Of course, they do not account for viruses striking, some things hitting your portfolio like that. And therefore, there have been others that have argued it's only 2.8% of your money. So look at 4% of $1 million, it's only $40,000 a year, and you only have a 90% chance of making it through. So like if I got on a plane, the pilot said you only have a 90% chance of making it from Boston to LA safely, I'm off that plane time, so I'm going to drive, I guess. But we look at Wall Street lying to us a lot of times and telling us to stay the course. Keep in mind, in the market, you are not up until you're out. Even if you have a big gain, it's not your gain until you liquidate it and realize that gain. And so we encourage you to realize that gain and then take some of that money and put it into a core part of your plan. The core part is not tied to the market on the downside anymore, and it has insured income for life in it, based on what you want to do when you want to retire. You can retire at any age. We can tell you what that income will be today. We can tell you what that income will be 30 years from now, 40 years, 50 years, which is amazing to look forward like we do, but it'll never be less than we say. It could always be more. And that's the magic of having a proper retirement plan from a fiduciary organization that puts your needs first.
Absolutely. So take advantage of this by calling 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or you can text the word BREEZE to 21,000. That's BREEZE to 2100. And Coach, if you don't mind me saying this, we were talking about the fine print fiasco.
Forgot 10.
I forgot 10. Yep. 21000.
Right.
Now,
I'm a numbers guy, Thomas.
You are. Now, we were talking fine print fiasco earlier. Would you mind can I get a couple copies of that? Maybe
we'll give, for the next 20 people call, you'll not only get your fiduciary plan, which is over $1,000 others are charging. We're going to do it at no cost, but I'm going to give you that fine print fiasco book. We talk about all sorts of ways that when you buy, borrow, and invest, bad things happen. Yeah. We illuminate the bad things. We help you out of that and make sure you don't make those mistakes.
There you go. There you go. So call on in, take advantage, get a copy of Coach Peak's book, and get that total retirement income plan in place. 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or text BREEZE to 21,000. That's BREEZE to 21000. And folks, stay tuned. We have Planning with Parker coming up. We'll be right back.
When I was a kid, I used to ride my bicycle off of cliffs. I don't do that anymore because I don't want to incur the risk. If you still are in 100% risk column of your financial position, then you realize and you know deep down inside your heart there's something wrong, but you don't know how to fix it. If you want to fix that problem, if you want to take that risk off the table, then you need to give us a call and we'll put together a financial plan that'll be there for you for the rest of your life and mitigate the risk factor and take it completely off the charts.
Call 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or text BREEZE to 21,000. That's BREEZE to 21,000.
Welcome back to Financial Safari. I'm consumer advocate Steve Siddall. I have the pleasure of sitting with Parker Holland, Chief Wealth Strategist at Capital Financial. Easy for me to say, of course. It's Planning with Parker, and that's what we're going to do right now. And talk about different kinds of plans for different kinds of people. You know, you never put the same plan together twice, and people have different ideas of retirement. And there's the never-ending traveler. I want to do nothing but travel, right? Let's talk about that person.
There's multiple types of families and people we meet with, and it's always entertaining. A lot of people ask us to get very repetitive. No. I mean, there is nothing that is ever going to be the same from one consult to the next. And with the dozens of people that we meet with between everyone upstairs daily, it's always entertaining kind of seeing the fluctuation. I mean, you have the people that never stop working, the people that always want to travel, relocating, spending time with kids. It needs to work, and that's the big thing we like focusing on at Capital is molding everything for individuals' goals and objectives and also their comfort level. I mean, 96-year-olds that want to be the most aggressive person out there, 25-year-olds that want to be the most conservative. You have people that are wanting to sell everything, get an RV, and just go. It's always entertaining kind of seeing all the buffers we have to build into every plan.
So let's talk about the traveler, the RV person. Do you work with some of them?
Oh, of course, and I love it all the time. The best part was around Christmas when everyone kept saying they were taking their Griswold approach in their years of retirement. That was always entertaining. But I mean, that's a huge piece. Sometimes people like downsizing or using house equity and then purchasing something. Maybe it's a condo, maybe it's a beach property, maybe it's an RV, so they can always have a moving zip code. But it's whatever they want, and if it's able to be done, I mean, we want them to know that it can work.
And that's really up to the individual, provided
Of course.
they've got the funding and you can put the plan together to make sure that they've got that kind of income to achieve that goal.
And that's the other side too. We have a lot of people that they might have a job and want to start working for themselves, turn a hobby into an income stream. I mean, there's multiple ways to make it work too. And a lot of people think that they have to either keep working or that they're not going to be able to do what they want in the amount of time because they don't have the assets. The best thing that we do, I think, is when we sit down with someone who thinks they have to work to 72 and we're able to make the numbers work at 65. I mean, that's just an overwhelming feeling of just letting someone know that if they're working past a certain date, it's on their time, not somebody else's.
They're going to walk out of here with a big smile is what you're saying.
And the best thing I ever heard was a client called us recently and said, they made me mad 3 days in a row, I'm out. That was the best conversation, but they were working because they wanted to.
You touched on something a moment ago in that maybe when you get to retirement, now maybe I can be that entrepreneur that I've always wanted to be. That's that kind of person too. Do you help them?
Oh, of course. People starting their own business, looking at setting up entities, or possibly sometimes in very certain situations, they might look at rentals or other sources of that sort. But no one ever truly, I think, stops. But they might do something on their time or something they've always wanted to do. And if it provides extra income, it just makes our job easier.
Well, yeah, a friend of mine's dad retired in Florida, and he wanted to keep working, but he just didn't want to have to think about it, so he washes boats.
Yeah.
I mean, it's why not? I mean, he's making money that he's not having to take out of his retirement accounts.
And he gets to spend time with boats every day on the water,
and he loves it.
That's what he wants to do.
Wow, what a great concept there Parker was talking about. And it's true, we need to make a different plan for every client. Yeah. We talk about this often on the program, and I think a lot of folks out there forget how important it is. Sometimes walking through the hallways, we'll hear people talking. It's just too good to be true. It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
But when it truly is customized, it can feel that way.
Well, this is why, even in the environment we've been in lately, it's never too soon to get that plan. Don't put it off. Don't say, I'm going to wait till the market comes back, or I can't afford to put my money anywhere now, because we have solutions that do not put your money at risk, and also will build. The sooner you get the money in, the more income you can get every single year, all the way through retirement in our insured income plan. So it's vitally important that we don't procrastinate, we don't despair, we get a plan. And Thomas, you feel so much better when you're into control, when you can be in control with your own plan. And we're going to give you a way to do that right now. For the next 10 people we'll call, I'll give you a 3-book set of 3 of the books I've written, but more importantly, a golden ticket. It's a $1,000 value to get your very own fiduciary financial and retirement plan done for you.
Absolutely. Don't delay. Call in today. The number 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or you can always text BREEZE to 21,000. And we are going to take a short break, but stay tuned because we're going to meet with Money with Marty Hensley here coming up.
Safari continues with Money with Marty. I'm Chuck Caton, and it's always a wonderful segment to be with my basketball-playing friend from the past. I think Michigan might have beaten UNC in those days, but we won't quarrel about that right now.
They actually did, my sophomore year. We ran into a team that was, their number one player was a guy, Glenn Rice.
Absolutely.
And he beat us around that game.
Okay, well, we are now going to go into a little bit different phase. Instead of talking basketball, we'll talk a little baseball. Remember the Moneyball game and the Tom Cruise agent, actor role, show me the money. Remember that? I don't know if I did that. Yeah. But show me the money. What does it mean when it comes to retirement planning here at Capital Financial for our fine viewers and listeners?
That's absolutely right. We've got a nice piece here. We call it Show Me the Money. That was that classic line. He's talking to his athlete, and the guy says, "Tell me a little bit more." And he screams it, "Show me the money." So we try to make things here. We're talking about the financial world, investment world. It gets a little dry, a little stodgy. We try to make things fun here, but we have a piece that we go through every single prospect that comes in to see us. We kind of let them leave with this, but basically it talks about money that's over here at risk, that's in the red, and we talk about money that's safe, or that's in the green. That abides by our bucketing strategy. So money that's in risk, that's our stocks, mutual funds, variable annuities, bonds, and things like that. Safety is going to be your cash, your CDs, fixed annuities. Also, we have a product called a fixed indexed annuity. So when someone comes in and sees us, we'll put under the current allocation, we'll show you where you currently are. Am I at risk or am I safe? Do I have too much at risk or do I have too much that's in that safety bucket? And then we come down to the recommended allocation. We say, here's what you currently have at risk, given your goals, given your objectives, given your age. Here are some suggestions on how we would like to move around some of those allocations where it's more individualized for your situation, because you could have had a financial situation when you set this program up and you may have been 40 years old. I think, Chuck, you're in your 60s now. Your goals and objectives are dramatically different than when they were when you were in your early 40s.
Absolutely.
And so that's what we see so many times when folks come in to see us. They say, I think I've got a really solid plan in place between the risk and safety. Well, when did you put this plan in place? Oh, probably 25 years ago.
Well,
a lot of things can change over those 25 years, and that's why we really suggest taking the time, coming in and see us at Capital Financial, free of any fee or obligation. We will sit down and give you a free second opinion. We'll put together an analysis for you. We'll see what your financial expenses and fees are, what we call our financial termites. We'll see how much money that you have at risk. We'll see how much money that you have safe. We'll see if that makes sense from a standpoint of that balance between the two. I tell folks it's the most glorified second opinion that you could ever get, and we do not charge one penny to put that together for you.
Complimentary. And don't ask me 25 years ago if I had hair or not, because I will not answer the question.
I always enjoy Marty Hensley explaining this concept. When I first started working with you, Coach, many years ago, we were developing whiteboards together. And I thought, why are we developing all these whiteboards? But it's because you want to be able to communicate clearly and authentically to folks you're working with. And I love this. I love this.
All our plans are customized for you. But we start from the beginning explaining things the same way to everybody. The money world. The money world needs to be explained the same way. It is color coding. Red, green, yellow. Red is risk money. Yellow is money that is not at risk, but it's not going to earn anything, but it's 100% liquid. You can get it when you need it. All of it if you want. And then green, it gives you that lifetime income, those insured income accounts. And it also keeps your money from going down from the stock market. So the combination, and as we get older, more money needs to be in green than anywhere else, because that gives you your pension, your insured income, your lifetime income, your total retirement plan. So we educate everyone that comes in on the basic principles, and then we design a customized plan in an advanced fashion for you and your family.
Absolutely. So folks, take advantage of this. Sit down with Coach Pete, Marty Hensley, or a member of the team here. All you have to do that is call 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or you can text the word BREEZE to 21,000. That's BREEZE to 21000. And stay tuned. We're going to be heading into the planning room with Parker Holland. Looking forward to it. Here we go.
Well, folks, welcome back into the Financial Safari. Now, this is the time of the show where we go to the planning team, and we go to the planning place here at Capital Financial, and we go to the Chief Wealth Strategist, Mr. Parker Holland. Parker, how you doing today?
I feel like we're now in my kitchen. Normally we're in your studio. Now this is Marty and Leanne, the team's here's kitchen.
Don't have any wooden spoons in this kitchen. Now, what we do before the show is we get our magic hat out and we draw ages out. And then we draw money out and we put together a hypothetical case study just so folks out there in TV land can see what we do every single day when we build plans. Now keep in mind, folks, we customize each and every plan. We individualize it for you. So if anything you see here is interesting to you or you want to see your own numbers All you have to do is call the number you see on the screen. Now, Parker, what did we draw out today?
So today we picked a husband and wife, 65 husband, 62-year-old wife.
Okay.
And so we got a little bit of age discrepancy there. And I know on the radio we all do the $1 million plan. This one we drew out $880,000.
$880.
$880.
Now, when we talk to you personally, we ask you when you want to retire. We have to make the decision for you here on our hypothetical example. What age should we come up with?
So we
here?
chose 66, so
All right,
1
66.
year, full retirement age for the husband.
Okay.
And the beauty of this strategy is kind of what we talked to, going to the board a lot. Most people focus too much on the red column, which is that at-risk bucket. We want the word guarantee. We want to know that the income is going to continue to and through retirement. So we call this the green bucket or the protected bucket. So that $880,000 started taking money out the next year at age 66, started withdrawing $42,000 a year. That $42,000, we ran it all the way through age 100. That means over that period, they withdrew $1.4 million in income, Coach.
Okay.
And that continued to increase year after year. So that is a growing income stream.
So increasing income, that's
a
neat,
huge piece.
Okay.
And then now we ran it through age 121, but for the spreadsheet there, we stopped at 100.
All our plans go lifetime, but we always run until at least 121, right?
As long as you keep kicking. And now the beauty of this was the spend and leave side of it. They still had $1.4 million upon death at age 100.
So let me get this straight. They started with $880,000. They spent $1.4 million, and then if they passed away at 100, they would leave $1.4 million to the next of kin.
It just worked out perfectly
Wow.
that way
That's
with
a spend and leave
increasing
plan.
income.
Yeah, that's really good.
With
Parker.
increasing year after year, which is a huge component we see a lot of advisors miss out
That's
on.
an inflation buster.
It is.
It keeps your buying power going up, just like the costs go up, right? That's
It does.
That's important there. All right, so let's look at what are the drawbacks? Any drawbacks to the plan like this?
The only drawback was the spreadsheet stopped at 100, but it kept going to and through. And
Right.
like you mentioned before, Coach, we have this conversation all the time. They can reach in and take more money out of the account, but we just showed them taking the income component without touching principal.
Now, this income right here we're showing is just on this amount. It doesn't have anything to do with the Social Security. They're still getting their Social Security
Correct.
and any other kind of monies that they might have, right? That's important.
Definitely. We were just running this off the hypothetical numbers here with all the moving parts. That's why personalization is key. No plan is the same. No household has the same strategy or goals as the next.
Now, what do we call that when they get a yearly check from money like this?
Financial fill-up.
Financial fill-up.
And that's the most
Yep.
important part, is knowing that no matter what is happening in the market, no matter how much red or green's on the screen, that income's coming in to and through retirement.
Very, very important, because a lot of folks have money in the red accounts loaded with financial termites with no financial fill-up, or you can get into the green accounts with no financial termites and a financial fill-up, which is a paycheck for you every single year for the rest of your life with the money you've already put aside, having it grow and then give you income. And then the main problem people have when they're taking money out is worrying about what they're going to leave to the next of kin. Here you're leaving the next of the kin taken care of too.
Exactly.
Very
and if
important.
the spouse or one of the spouse predeceases the other, the income continues to go. Nothing changes.
Wow, it truly is the power of the plan, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it
Incredible.
really does. I
Wow.
mean, when you think about it, it's just a piece of paper.
I mean,
But it
yeah,
builds so
yeah.
much confidence to know that that piece of paper explains your route. Well, just like a map. I mean, a map is back in the day. I don't know if you remember this, Thomas, but you had to buy a map and unfold it in the car.
I
and it
remember
never
that.
folded
I
up the right
remember
way
that.
after you
Oh
unfolded it.
yes, oh yes.
But these are money maps, and basically we'll show you the map, your own customized map about your own customized journey. Keep in mind, financial and retirement planning is all about looking at the road you're on right now, making sure that road you're on right now and that direction you're going right now is the direction and the right route to get you where you want to go and get to all the way through retirement. And unfortunately, we see a lot of people, we have to recalculate, even make U-turns because they're going the wrong way. But Thomas, there's no better time than the present to learn you're going the wrong way for the future. So call us right now and let us put together your very own money map strategy and total retirement plan.
Absolutely, and that number is 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265. You can always text BREEZE to 21,000. You do not have to be the cartographer, the explorer yourself. Let the pioneers do that for you. Get that map in hand, 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or text BREEZE to 21,000. Now, we do have to take a short break, but stay tuned because there's more Financial Safari coming up.
Hi, my name is Greg, and I proudly serve the Wilmington community for Capital Financial. If you're concerned about your tax positions on your retirement plan and your strategies, then you need to give us a call right now, because we're going to put together a plan and a strategy designed just for you to mitigate the tax issues that you're facing right now. So give us a call and we'll be happy to put together a one-page plan that's easy to understand and comprehend.
Call 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or text BREEZE to 21,000. That's BREEZE to 21,000.
Rain or shine, we have a good time here at the Financial Safari.
Yeah, sure do.
We absolutely do. It's always an honor to be here with you, Coach. Now,
I think people need to come meet us.
I think so too.
Come on
I think
in.
so too.
Come
really
see
should.
come tour the studios and come get your own customized plan and get that golden ticket for your no-cost plan, folks. And
Absolutely.
Others charge $1,000 or more. You can even get our candy bar of the month. Every single month we have different candy bars.
That's
So
right.
I mean, we even have some of the candy bars left over from last month if you didn't like this month. So get next month's too. If you're friends with me, I'll give you all 3 of them.
Oh my goodness,
Yep.
I like that. I like that. Now on the show, we've talked a lot about critical aspects of retirement planning. We've discovered a number of topics. The written plan, truly understanding and developing how we like to do on our whiteboards here at Capital Financial. But there's something else that I wanted to talk to you about. There are a lot of people out there who may have a 401k, may have an IRA, one of those contributory accounts.
Yeah.
What do we do about that as we head into retirement?
Well, a lot of folks watching haven't been with the same company all their life, so they have a few 401ks scattered
sure.
around.
Okay.
Or maybe they've consolidated them all together in their current 401k. Folks, there's a couple rules in the 401k world, or the pension world in general, that you need to know about. Number one, this goes for 403bs, TSPs, and 401ks, so all those right there.
Okay.
But number one is if you are over 59 and a half and still working at that company, or the school, or wherever you are, you can roll some of that money. It's called an in-service distribution. You can roll some of that money tax-free into your very own individual IRA, which gives you the vast array of the financial universe. So many more choices, so easy to customize an insured income plan when you take advantage of the universe of financial strategies that are out there, instead of being trapped in your own little walled garden, the 401k, 403b, or TSP that may give you 5, 10, 15, 30 different choices.
Sure,
So
makes sense.
There's probably about 5,000 choices outside, and there's a lot more benefits, I think, to taking your money and moving it tax-free into your own plan. Now, a lot of folks say, I don't want to do that because I don't want to make my employer mad, or I don't want to lose my 401k, or I don't want to lose my match. You're not losing that. You're just sweeping what you put in, or some of what you put in, over into your own account. Continue to put money in your 401k. You can even take more risk with your 401k once we design the core plan with the money that you've rolled over into your own individual plan. So there's a lot of different intricacies that go into the financial world, and especially retirement planning world. And we're here to help and want to make sure that you get help the right way.
Absolutely. That really does make a lot of sense. It reminds me of if I want a late night snack at the house, I may run down to the service station. But if I truly want a broad selection of produce, groceries, whatever it may be, got to go to the grocery store.
And we have a 401k survival guide box set that we put together, folks. It's a $300 value. Now,
That's
before
right.
the show, Thomas was trying to talk me into giving some away. Thomas, we've got 10 of those today.
Okay.
It has a workbook, guidebook, worksheets,
That's right.
and a DVD in there,
Yeah.
all designed to educate you on your 401k, your 403b, your TSP, making sure you're doing the right thing with your money, because you worked hard for that money, folks. Don't let anyone fee you to death or take that money away. Don't let the market rip the carpet out from under your feet. Let's get your very own plan. Thomas, the next 20 people who call as we leave for the week, I want to design a plan, design, build, and protect your plan for you to take that worry out of living in retirement.
Absolutely. And the number to call to take advantage is 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or you can always text BREEZE to 21,000. That's BREEZE to 21000. This has been a fantastic show, Coach. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, absolutely. Now, until next week.
See you guys later. Same time, same station, right here on the Financial Safari.